Welcome everybody to our Godzilla versus Kong live stream. Bluefin Hangout. It's Friday. We wear jerseys on Friday. It is a fantastic day. Know what you're saying? This isn't all Godzilla stuff in front of me. And like the immortal Star Wars philosopher C.O. Bibble said, a display like this can mean only one thing. Writer Week is coming. Check out bluefinbrands.com tomorrow. Make sure you're following at Team Writer US, at Bluefin Brands. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. But that is tomorrow's topic. Today we're talking about Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and King Kong. He's a monkey. He's not nearly as cool, but they fight. So let's go. We got a packed house today. We're going to get started. We got Justin, AJ as always. We got David joining us again. We got Aya, and for the very, very first time.
No, it's like our fourth time.
Yeah, she's been on there before.
Yeah.
For the first time, I was talking about Scott.
Good
Like a great introduction to Scott, who we've all wanted on this show forever. Scott Clotter, the director of sales for Bluefin Brands. Clotter with a chance of meatballs. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I completely blew your lead in there. Your segue.
It does say a lot.
I'm good. I'm good. I saw the movie, and of course, I went right back in and I put a Kong and a Godzilla on order for myself at the Machi Nations for the Monster Arts because I usually just buy kits and sometimes 6-inch figures, but I've never gotten monster figures. But since the movie, I watched both. I watched the first two movies and then watched the third movie, and now I'm totally just like, I gotta buy all the figure art stuff now. I can't. There goes my stimulus check.
You should take that as a big compliment. Everyone on the panel was ready just to fight me to defend your honor here when I wasn't even talking about you. How are you doing today? Do you feel the love from the rest of the panel?
Oh yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. It's always fun to talk, and then I love the movie so much, and it was really, really cool. So I'm excited to talk about that today.
Fantastic. So, everyone knows, we are talking about Godzilla versus Kong. It's available on HBO Max now. It's available in theaters. We will be delving into spoilers. We'll try to keep it, vaguish at the beginning, but it's going to happen. One of us is going to pull off a Band-Aid, and we're going to talk about something, and all spoilers are off. So this is your official spoiler warning. Yeah, my money is on Clark. So
what did I do?
It's always Clark. Well, let's just go around and get everyone's general thoughts on it. So Scott, let's start with you, the guest. What were your general thoughts on the film? Yay, nay, loved it, hated it?
I thought it was weird that they both screamed Martha and said, "Why did you say that?" No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a different movie.
That's the same movie.
No, I liked it a lot. I did like it a lot, and I mean the big fight scenes and everything were, of course, everything I was hoping for. There was again, I went back and I watched the first two first and then went straight into the third one. And it's just such a really nice universe now that they put together. I have no idea what they're going to do next. I didn't watch Skull Island when I watched the first, you know what I mean? I didn't prep myself that way, but it's just becoming a really great universe. And again, I've been like a casual Godzilla fan and casual Kong fan for years and years, but this is like kind of right behind, the universe is kind of right behind Star Wars and Marvel MCU right now for me. It's really becoming this really cool thing. And again, that's why I'm looking to start really diving into the toy line. And I know people who sell to Machi Nation, so that's a good thing for me. And but yeah, I liked it a lot. And again, I kind of look at the whole thing as like an encapsulated story, and it's really, they're moving in the right direction. And I can't wait to see what they do next. So the only thing that I can seriously criticize is the way I just watched it on my TV. I would have loved to seen it on the big screen because I saw the other ones on the big screen. But the situation we're in now, maybe I'll see if my friends will rent me a theater for my birthday later on this year. We can have
only $100. For $100, you can have your own private screen with like 20 of your buddies.
But yeah, fantastic. I loved it. As far as the other two movies go, I would probably, for me, I think Godzilla was probably my favorite. The first one was probably my favorite. And then this is second, and then King of Monsters would be third. But they're really close. I mean, they might as well all be the same. One big giant 6, 7, 8 hour movie, whatever. One big giant story.
Just
Not
monsters
like
fighting monsters.
Right, and you kind of check that out. Like if people are like, oh my god, this doesn't make sense, the physics, they're too big, they're too small, whatever, or the human storyline of it, it's like I'm just here to watch the monsters. You know what I mean? Like I'm good with the other stuff. I'm okay. So I don't get into like if the writing was good and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I loved it. I did.
The gravity on Hollow Earth didn't work right. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
If you're getting that kind of arguments and you're not wondering why there's an 80-story tall lizard and monkey fight in the middle of Hong Kong, you might have stumbled into the wrong theater. Nomad Land is down the hall.
Right. And you on the place under the earth, like in the amount of oil coming out of the robot parts was like. That's the entire country's oil supply just spilled out of his shoulder. You can't get into that stuff. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe that Luke Skywalker is a Jedi. You know, and it's like, like, you're gonna complain about lightsabers too? Like, come on. But yeah, anyway, I really loved it.
Awesome. Now, Justin, you are a huge proponent of Kong Skull Island. I don't think I'm spoiling anything to say that's your favorite MonsterVerse film. What were your general thoughts on the film?
Yeah, I really liked it. I feel like Kong was the star of this movie. I think that he had the most screen time, and it was great seeing all of his emotion and expressions. And I loved how he can communicate with the little girl. I wanted to give him the biggest hug ever and never let go. I absolutely love Kong when he was down there in the I almost called it Middle Earth in the Central Cavern.
Wrong movie.
He picks up the axe and he sits on the throne. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. So. I was definitely picking up what Kong was putting down. I was enjoying every second Kong was on screen, and of course my heart was breaking every time he was sad and in chains or something. But when he ripped off that collar, I was like, all right, here we go. I mean, I was pretty pumped about that whole situation. The fight on the ship, him floating on the helicopter, being dropped off in the Arctic. I was just like, oh my god, I just want to give my big old hug. He's so fluffy. And I'll take any and all Kong that I can get.
Nice. Yeah, let me preface this with, let me finish my statement before you judge me on this. I was thinking of Clark a lot during this film because we had our Marvel Who Would Win fight, and every single argument he had was, I just throw him in the ocean. So every time Kong got thrown in the water, I'm like, oh my god, David Clark was right. The ocean is the villain of this world. So, David, knowing that I spent a large part of this movie thinking about you and fearing for Kong drowning every second that you walked in the water, what did you think of the film?
Oh, we lost him.
Oh,
You scared him away.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, I'm in trouble now.
I think everything just froze for me. What happened?
You're good now.
You're good.
Back.
It's your
I thought you were
turn.
mad at me or something.
No, everything froze.
Look on your
What did I
face
miss?
You were asked.
He's like,
What'd you think of the film?
Oh, well, I loved it. I love how Kong was like a kid in Skull Island. Now he's like, this is like angsty teen Kong. By the way, for the record, I don't know if you were talking about this, but the ocean did work. So
that's what you just talking about.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was a valuable option. But I did like first off, Hong Kong that whole it's gone. Hong Kong doesn't exist anymore. They destroyed it. But Kong was great. I loved. I'm glad that like he's still growing. As a character. He's pretty smart. Like when he grabbed that one ship that was trying to escape the Hollow Earth, and like he looked to make sure the little girl wasn't there, and then good, and then he just destroyed it. Yeah. He's like, wait, okay, boom. I love that, and I love the tag team on Mechagodzilla. Who, by the way, whoever is out there, please Bandai, somebody make that into a model kit. I need to build that and then kit bash it, please.
Life size. You want a life size Mechagodzilla.
AJ called it. Clark was going to be the one to drop it.
Yeah.
All right, I get two. But
yeah. But honestly, Clark, wouldn't it just stay in a box behind you? I mean, you don't really build anything.
No, he doesn't have the box.
I see you change the camera angles.
What do you mean?
I do build.
All my model kits that I own are built.
Yeah.
Oh, those are model kits. We're not used to seeing them out of the box.
Here's what I built. Here's what I built. Look at that.
All right,
It's
they're not-
a 30-minute
they're not all
mission
built.
right there.
There
Look
you
at
go.
that. Look at that. Customized. It's got tank trips for no reason. Look at
Looks
that.
My stuff's all up
Yeah.
there.
Oh, there you go. There's all his boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Scott
think
hides
Yeah.
I liked when he crushed the one ship. I'm like, they're sitting there behind Kong. They could have easily just went around him to go in the hole, but they had to like shoot at Kong. I'm like, I'm glad you did.
Right.
Yeah. But the movie didn't take itself too seriously. It was like, look, we're gonna have two giant monsters fighting each other, and then we're gonna have a giant robot. Don't think about it. It's just gonna be, we're just gonna blow stuff up. And it was great.
Better that
Also,
way.
I love that Kong took a hit from the atomic blast and then got back up. So we can finally put that to rest. That it's a one and done. It is not a one and done. My man is a tank, all right? And he's still a child. So give him 20, 30, or I don't know however long they live, more years, and he'll probably be able to run straight through it.
We'll have to consult on
Depends on
Wikipedia on
Yeah,
Kong.
depends
for
on his
that.
diet and then what he does.
Right? How much TV he watches? Screen
I
time
mean,
is very important.
I mean, he did lose though. I mean, Godzilla won.
I mean, they each had a round off, but I do remember Godzilla on his hands and knees until Kong came to help him from Mechagodzilla. So I do remember that part.
You're right.
I-
Mechagodzilla did beat Godzilla, but Kong didn't beat.
And then
Godzilla.
I mean, but Kong and that axe went to work though. I mean, he did hold Mechagodzilla's head above him as he screamed loud in the sky.
Yeah, he kind of cleaned it, but it's like saying that Martin and Riggs
Yeah.
at the end of Lethal Weapon didn't work with each other to take out Joshua. And like,
They
And
should
to
have
be
fought to
fair,
the death at the end.
Godzilla. Also,
he
isn't
threw
Godzilla a
him the
full-grown monster?
baton to fight Joshua with, and so it's kind of both of them won.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Sorry,
cheated.
that was Lethal Weapon reference.
Riggs is like, I got this.
We do Lethal Weapon all the time, Scott. It's fine. We can't go a week without saying it's just been
Murtaugh
revoked.
helped Riggs to beat Joshua, so
Yeah,
they both won.
yeah.
I just like
The
to
good thing is Kong's still
remind
underground.
everybody that the end of Lethal Weapon 1, all of the cops decide we're not going to arrest Joshua. We're just going to let them fight in Murtaugh's front yard.
Right. Sprinklers
Kinda
going,
same
rainy,
thing.
or
Hong
fire
Kong was-
hydrants blowing up. all
Kong's,
kinds
well,
of
I
things.
guess we'll just let them destroy our city. Let's let them do that.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. And make sure you let us know in the comments what you thought of the movie. You saw a couple pop-ups saying the fights were amazing, but definitely give us your thoughts. We'd love to hear what you're going to say. You said that you loved it. Are you a Team Kong or are you a Team Zilla?
Sorry, the mic is working. Okay.
You're working.
Okay. Awesome. So the before watching the movie, I was kind of Godzilla side, but after watch it, I definitely in the Kong side.
There we go. Take it.
Am I the only Team Godzilla guy here? Everyone else is Kong?
Yeah.
Wait for my turn.
All right, AJ. Back me
He's
up.
Matthew Broderick Godzilla. That's his favorite.
Well, yeah.
Oh no! Why? I should have known that was going to come up sooner or later. Ugh.
What do you think, AJ?
I came into this movie wanting to see fights, and I got my fights. I loved it. I think even after the movie had played, I'm like, you know what? I am here to see scale to reference between this Godzilla and his first. So I played the first one. Man, I'm so glad that Godzilla vs. Kong didn't have so much human story. Because let me tell you, Godzilla, I'm like, oh my goodness, if I could just clip and cut just the fight scenes, I'm going to keep this version of the movie. I don't need the human part. So I'm very happy that Godzilla and Kong minimized that. But I was 100% Godzilla all the way. And I know Fran's not on the stream, and I know she's big on the Godzilla side. And every single time they fought, let me just think of every note I can keep right here so I can use it against everyone later on with the fights. And yeah, like, Godzilla had Kong down. Even like, I like Kong too, but like he also did like the puppy dog eyes on Godzilla when he was on top of him. He's like, I'm going to end you now. And Kong's like, oh, please, no, not here. And I'm like, oh, shoot, Kong's going to lose really bad. But
he's a child. He's still a child.
It doesn't matter. We met him back
Children tend to do that when faced with death.
He is like 50. He is like 50 something plus years old. He had gray hairs already on him. Actually,
Godzilla's like infinity years old.
Props to the team for even adding those kinds of detail of age. Like the moment I saw it, I was like, oh look, he's got like gray hairs now on him. That's cool.
That attention to detail for just Kong and his anatomy, the way he
Yeah.
moved, and even that was incredible.
I did feel kind of bad when he had dislocated shoulder and he had like pop it back in. I'm like, oh,
another Lethal Weapon 2 reference.
Like Lethal Weapon.
Sorry.
Whoa!
I was like,
we just
when
cracked
it happened,
the Rosetta Stone
right?
here.
When it happened,
So
I was
we know what
like,
the
how
rest
does
of
he
the
know
show play
about
out. We
that?
basically,
I was like, dang, Kong
Yeah,
is
how did
smarter
he
than I
know
thought.
to-
You know, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you're a giant ape. How did you know? But then again, he could sign language too. So I'm like, all right, well, hey.
Right.
he's had plenty of years to practice, you know.
Yeah.
what does your renter's insurance look like for that building? They're like, yeah, those buildings over there got rolled over, but yours, he just like relocated his dislocated shoulder on your building, so we can't cover that.
There's no coverage for shoulder relocation.
You're
for
basically a medical expense at that point. You just help that guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's even any buildings left because Godzilla was just going a little crazy town banana pants with his
Yeah, he
with
was.
the blast ray and just nuking the entire city, which was interesting because we don't normally get a lot of the blast ray. It's always like the
that
final
was
payoff.
intense.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think after this though that King Kong is now humanity's new hero because like they can talk to him and he's not going to randomly destroy an entire city without at least going, hey, monster underneath me going to destroy. You know, like he will at least tell them.
Yeah.
Godzilla's like, no, everyone dies. Yeah.
Well, I did think that not just with this movie, but the other movies as well, or maybe not the first movie, but anyway, the property damage has always been a big thing with all Godzilla movies. From the fact that you know they build gigantic, beautiful, elaborate model sets just so they can walk through it and destroy everything. But that was usually the case, as they were just stomping through, and it was just destroyed. But the last couple of movies, like well, not couple, but the first movie, Godzilla actually smashes the Mutu into the building, and it was like that's the first time you've seen a building used like that. But in this one, it was like Kong was just jumping and pouncing and like staging himself, and he was using it as leverage and all that. I thought it was really cool how they used the environment, and it wasn't just let's just crush all the buildings kind of thing.
Yeah, like there's even a
Kong's
scene
moving to the city was really cool.
like there's a part like where he was waiting for Godzilla, and he had, instead of his axe, he had, I believe it was a crane, and he was holding on to like, oh, if you come near me, I have this for dear life, just in case.
Right. And then he used it as a distraction, and you know Godzilla fell for it. Right. Yeah, and then he jumped on because once again, big brain. Also, I love the reference to the original Godzilla versus Kong from like back in like in the day. You know that meme of him putting the tree in Godzilla's mouth? He did the same thing with the axe, and I thought that was hilarious.
I thought the same thing once I saw it. I was like, oh man, it worked.
Perfect.
Yeah, it worked. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we're not getting much love in the chat there. Kong fans are delusional.
Go long live Godzilla. Speaking of the monsters.
Well,
yeah, we suck. Yep.
No, I will say, like, even though I'm a Godzilla fan, like, and I was on his side, I think like Kong was, like you said, I think he's the star of the show, and I think it was great seeing him. I was kind of curious though, like when he sat on the throne, I'm like, instincts that he wanted to sit on the throne, or he was just tired. I'm like,
just travel to the center of the earth.
Yeah, and like I do like we saw a little bit of the other monsters in Hollow Earth. Like there was this one guy, like there's one monster who ate another crab-like monster, and he passed by him. I don't know what happened, but in my thought, I was just thinking at that moment, that guy probably knows him. Like, is that Kong?
Ecosystem just changed.
Exactly.
King is back.
There goes the neighborhood.
Exactly.
I do have a fun game if you guys want to play it.
Yeah.
And the AJ, if you want to keep track of the comments for people playing along,
for sure,
do that too. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What year was the original Godzilla film released?
1954. Am I supposed to not say it loud?
I mean, you can if you're confident.
Is he right, or do we all guess?
I agree with Dave.
You can agree, or you can guess a different year if you want.
I'm gonna go with whatever the chat goes with. So hopefully, chat, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
Somebody Google it, please, in chat.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I go with that.
Yeah, I go with that too.
All right.
Wow.
So 1954.
That's what the chat said.
All right. 1954.
Thanks.
Good job, Dim.
I'll go slower.
Name this kaiju.
Oh, that's Rodan, right?
I mean, you tell me. I know the answer.
That's a chicken.
He's the Starscream of this universe.
There we go.
He is the Starscream of this universe.
His name is Bak Bagak.
Let me
One
know.
day.
Let me know when the chat starts guessing this one. That way, I
We
know.
got one for Rodan so far by
Okay.
Yeah, I see two for Rodan now.
Tierria.
Okay,
There you go, 2 Rodans, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go
Boom.
Rodan.
correct.
Nailed it.
Who directed Kong Skull Island?
Ooh.
A human being.
This is
Not the Kong.
I can't be wrong. I'm right. I win.
yeah. Kong
Don't-
starred and
don't go
directed
there.
this film.
This is like one of the only things I would actually know, but I can't remember who directed it.
I know
Isn't it
two
always
of his
a-
three
Well,
names. It's a
Hold on a
three-name
second. I
person.
got a text
It's-
on my phone. I got to answer that.
It's John Robert something else.
You're
That's
close.
not a real name.
You're close.
John Robert
That's not a real
Smith.
name. Oh, come on.
Oh,
so
someone said I did. Someone said David Clark
Ooh.
did. I agree with that. Yes,
David Clark.
I did direct this. I directed this movie.
I
It
just
doesn't
totally-
sound like you guys know the answer to this one, so we'll go ahead.
I
and
just-
you're gonna get a.
I
You might
just need
feel a
to
little
tell you
shocked.
name.
I had to make a phone call. I had to call a friend to get an
Ah,
answer.
Jordan Von Robert.
Jordan.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't remember that.
Yeah,
I
that's a tough
got
one.
1.5 of yours.
There you go.
That's Eric and Julia Roberts' cousin, just so you know.
Yes.
It's a fun fact for you.
He's far removed.
All right. So, what is the name of this kaiju that spits corrosive sap, has regeneration abilities, and has chompy tendrils?
Come on,
Chompy.
chat. I believe in you.
Is that?
I know the
Can I-
answer.
Can I
but-
say what it is?
Yeah.
If you want, go for it.
Is that Biolenti?
Yes.
Got him right here.
Wow. See, it's my friend John that's a big kaiju fan. If it wasn't for him,
Mhm.
and of course all the people at work that know all this stuff and constantly talking
Alright.
about. No, I'm just kidding. It's a good thing.
And what's really exciting is that today pre-orders are probably going to go up for
No.
the 1989 Godzilla from Godzilla versus Biollante.
Very cool.
Right,
Very
dude. Chat's
cool.
getting it right.
Check Bluefin brands. Get the store locator. Go find your store. Put your pre-order in.
Yes,
It's a nice piece.
Yes, and it'll be coming out in September. The Godzilla 1989. Just throwing that out there.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. Probably share a lot of it on social media either tonight or tomorrow.
Cool.
Very nice.
All right. So, how many Godzilla films has Mechagodzilla made an appearance?
Oof.
3.
3. Oh, did I get it right? I said 3.
Hold on.
I
you
haven't-
let
I
chat
haven't
have
said.
stuff.
2.
Dang.
I don't know.
I just guessed because 3
And now note that this is how many Godzilla films, because if
Was he-
for all you Ready Player One fans out there was a
Alright.
cameo.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't
So Tierian says 4, and because I'm siding with chat, we're gonna go with 4 right now.
Okay.
Hopefully, someone else might put something else, but I'm gonna go with the first answer. That was
Someone
chat.
said 7.
Someone
Boom.
said 7. So we're gonna
Wow.
put the even 3.
Ocho. And there they are.
Oh
Wow. Look at
Good
that.
job,
Oh,
guys.
wow.
And the monsters. Godzilla. Huh.
I hope one of them is the one with Space Godzilla. He's my favorite.
I guess there was. I don't know. I thought there was a Mecha Godzilla and Mecha Kong.
Damn it,
Mecha
Clouder.
Wasn't it-
This is
wasn't
from the
it-
Wikipedia page. Don't argue
No,
with me.
I don't. No. I'm not saying
This
what,
is- that
but
is
my
good as canon.
My childhood memories tell me that there was, at least in my head, there was a Mecha Godzilla, Mecha Kong, King Kong, Godzilla battle, and it was
Sure.
amazing. You guys
Rock'em
did
Sock'em
that.
Robots.
Yeah.
That was big when you were a
But
kid.
it was a childhood. Maybe it was a childhood dream I forgot about.
Mm.
It was a fever dream. You made it up.
There you go, there you
All
go.
right, so this is a fun one. King Kong has been featured in 12 films, 3 of which are actually named King Kong. So, not counting Skull Island or Godzilla vs. Kong, can you give me the names of 5 other Kong films?
Wow.
Well, there was Son of Kong, which
Wow.
came out the same year as King of Kong,
Sure.
and that one's fun because
King
Son
of Kong?
Son of Kong. I'm sorry. The Son of Kong shows up like 48 minutes into this like 90-minute film and drowns 8 minutes later, saving Kong.
Whoa,
Very sad to
spoiler
watch.
alert.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, I did spoil this movie from
Wow.
1939.
Wait, David, is that another instance of the water being
Yeah.
useful in combat?
Water's evil.
Water is great.
We need to get rid of this water stuff. We need to go
Yeah.
to Mars or something. Where there's no
Water
water.
World.
Bruce Lee was right.
Yep.
Yeah, be like water.
Be like
We
water.
like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Water's
All right,
evil.
so
I don't want
Son
to
of Kong. Do you have 4 more?
Are we? Are we
King Kong
we're not
lives?
talking. Are we talking about King Kong 2005, King Kong 2000?
No, so three of them are already named King Kong, so you
Okay,
can't use those.
Right.
And then you can't use
okay.
Skull Island or Godzilla versus Kong. But I'm
Right.
seeing in comments you got King Kong Lives, King
Was
Kong
he
Escapes,
in-
Son of Kong.
King Kong Goes to School.
I can't remember. Did he make a cameo in Mighty Joe Young? No, probably not.
I don't know the answer to that.
Mighty Joe
I'll
Young
count
was
that
big,
one.
but it wasn't that.
Medea's Kong.
big.
Tyler Perry, he's getting in on everything.
King Kong 2, Electric Boogaloo.
How Kong got his groove back.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So here you go. You got Son of Kong, King Kong versus Godzilla, which was obviously that's different because the one that came out recently is
Yeah, but last.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Mhm.
King Kong Escape, King Kong Lives,
Mighty Kong.
Mighty Kong, King of
Hey.
Atlantis. Oh, so there you go. He's conquered water, Clark.
See, hey,
That's
but it's
the
important.
There you go.
That's the most
He's got one of
evolved
those-
version.
Argument has just been made.
Got a vintage diving helmet with a long tube,
Wait a
and he goes
second,
down
what?
there.
We were just talking about how he can't defeat water, and here he's defeated water.
Boom, King of Atlantis.
Because
Where
water,
was that in
is important
2005?
to factor in, man. That was right.
Look at how
on.
amazing he looks on top of the building there. He looks fantastic.
Quite scary.
I always get scared. Poor Kong.
All right, so true or false? We're giving away a signed poster for Godzilla versus Kong.
True.
True.
Yes.
But
Remember when
I'm
you were in
saying-
school and you had true, false questions, but maybe you had like 4 trues in a row, and then the fifth true, you're like, I know this is true, but there's no way there's another true in a row. And then it plays tricks on you.
That happened to me one time in my one English class. Like the teacher put 50 questions, only true and false. 49 were true. One was false.
That's terrible.
I second guessed myself the moment I hit a false.
Time.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I hit a false. But I got 100%, so I felt good when
Nice.
everyone, you
There you
know,
go.
left
There
and
you go.
right.
All right, and of
That's
course
crazy.
the answer is true. Head on over to
True.
bluefinbrands.com/contest to
Hey.
enter.
The signature is from me, so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
signed
kidding.
it.
Who's the signature?
Adam Wingard, the director of the film.
There you go.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
We couldn't find
That's
a writing
amazing.
instrument big enough for Kong or Godzilla.
Yeah.
They just put their hands on it.
Yeah.
You just go in and sign up for that contest. You just click on that link, go in, sign up for the contest. They don't have to buy anything or anything like
Nope.
that. Or?
No purchase
go.
necessary.
I'm
You
gonna-
literally just
well,
go to bluefinbrands.com/contest. You put in your little email address there. There's action items that you can do. You can follow certain social media accounts. You can visit certain web pages. There's bonus entries. If you actually live in the New York area, the Tamashii Nation's pop-up shop is doing a separate giveaway. So
Incredible.
all you do is a quick little survey, and bam, you are entered to win. And so you could, I mean, the odds be forever in your favor, but you could ultimately walk away with 2 Godzilla posters if you won this
Nice.
one and the one.
Nice.
at
Very
Tamashii
cool.
Shop.
Hey,
Nice.
and at the pop-up store in New York, they've actually got some props up there from the movie, right?
They do. They got some outfits, and they got the skull crawler eggs, and it's pretty nuts.
So if you're in the New York area and you get a chance to, then definitely give it a shot. We're being very social distance, very health conscious, so we're doing our best to maintain that kind of stuff. But it's of course it's masks and everything, but it's definitely, if you're into it, it's definitely worth a visit.
Yes, and no one's allowed to sit on the eggs because we don't want them to hatch. So
Right.
there's a problem.
You could take
Yeah.
one of those.
Have
What do you call the vehicles that they used in the movie? Where like they just went from
Evos?
Florida, like from Florida all the way to Hong Kong, like underground. I'm like,
Right.
we could use some of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big
scandalous.
tunnel. Thanks
It's
for the
so
game,
funny.
Justin. That was fun.
Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank
That
you.
was really cool, and I wish I could sign up for the contest, but
Void were prohibited.
yeah, we work for the company. So my friend Bob Carter is going to,
Yeah, entering by proxy.
is gonna
Same address.
And then, we've been doing a lot of giveaways lately, and we had, of course, the Gundam giveaway extravaganza. We will be revealing those winners today. There are 25 total winners and lots of model kits. First place was getting, what was it, like 25 or 27? 27 model
Something
kits.
like that.
My goodness, that's a
Wow.
lot.
That's more than
And
I
we will
have.
post that for you probably in the next hour or so. That'll be available. We'll post it all over social media. All the winners. It'll be great. And then we also had the Avengers Final Battle giveaway, which took place during WonderCon, and I have the winner for that. If you guys are ready for that, do you want to see it? Have you seen this? You heard about this?
Yeah, you're gonna get 5 SH
Is it
figure
me?
arts. You're gonna get
Is it
Thanos.
me?
It is you. So good. That's why we brought
Bob
you.
something.
Boom! It is Andrew R. from Wesley Chapel, Florida.
Congratulations, Andrew R.
Congratulations,
Everyone in the
man.
chat hates you.
Yeah,
We hope you
you're gonna
enjoy
walk
all
away.
the goodness.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's 5 SH figure arts right there, and that Thanos, he's like
fantastic.
150 bucks.
Nice.
He's
That's
beefy.
awesome. That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
a great giveaway, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
My idea. I'll take the credit for that one.
Credit where credit's due, man. I think Andrew's going to be pretty stoked that he just snagged that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an incredible giveaway. Now, Scott, I know you have a heart out. You got to go work on being immortal and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and let you dip out. Thank you so much for joining us.
So hey, thanks, guys.
It's fun. You'll be back.
This was great. I'd love to be back anytime. And again, for everyone watching, thank you for all your support, especially in the last year. It's been a difficult year and everything, but we love you guys. And please let us know if there's anything more we can do for you. And make sure you check out your the Bluefin brands, and you also check out the store locator and support your local shops.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Scott. You have a fantastic weekend, and enjoy.
Thanks, guys. You too.
Enjoy getting poked.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my 5G.
That's right. You can see the future and stuff after that.
Well, I already could, so
There you go.
Now you can see the past.
Yeah. It's just a hardware upgrade. That's all.
Yeah. Firmware. Awesome.
Cool.
Well, thank you,
All
Scott.
right, thanks, guys.
You have
Y'all
a
take care
fantastic
now.
weekend. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And then there were 5.
Ooh. Right. Now we can form Voltron. Without an extra appendage looking weird.
It's on head.
That was secondhand.
Nice. So, we were talking a little bit about Godzilla. I didn't know if you guys had anything else you wanted to chat about Godzilla related. I know it sounds like we got 2 Zilla fans and 3 Kong fans. So, David, any kind of parting thoughts, or maybe what we can do, since there are 4 films in the MonsterVerse universe, did you want to rank those 4 films? We have Skull Island, we have the 2014 Godzilla, 2019 Godzilla King of Monsters, and of course, the most recent Godzilla vs. Kong.
Right. I mean, if I had to rank it, I would do Godzilla vs. Kong, then King of Monsters. Then I don't care about the rest of them. They could be in whatever order, doesn't matter.
Wow.
But, these ones were like they've gotten like they were. I enjoyed all of them, but they've gotten really, really good at them, especially with this last one. The fighting was just really good. Like it's no more like lumbering in like the mist, and then like the occasional monster part, being revealed, destroying a building. Like they're actually just full out just having a CGI battle, and I loved it. And I feel like they're doing right by us by minimizing the human parts, because like no one really like.
That's why Godzilla's at the end of my list.
But I did like though the guy who made Mechagodzilla, like when he was like talking to the people, like yelling at them, like whatever his prisoners, and then like Mechagodzilla just like kind of turned to look at him, and I was like, yo, you should turn around right now.
I want to say when they were doing that, it made me think of Pacific Rim. I'm like, oh man, this is that cerebral like handshake or something. I'm like, okay, somehow this is gonna get canon. I don't know how, but make it work.
Right. Oh, and I think I caught a faint Evangelion reference when the pilot dude was saying, "Hey, this is dangerous." He's like, "Get in the robot." Like in my head, I was like, "Get the robot, Shinji. Like, get the robot. Pilot. Just get over it." And it did not work out well for anybody involved, man.
No one in the city of Hong Kong had a good day that day.
No, there isn't Hong Kong anymore. There's nothing left.
It's gone. Aya, what was your favorite movie of the new MonsterVerse movies?
Well, definitely the fighting sequence is gorgeous, and I love that they pick up the nighttime fights so that we can see the lasers, and also Hong Kong's building was so pretty. I think it's look like kind of futuristic a little bit. That has the neon lights everywhere, and also I thought the Godzilla have more emotional in this movie. That is kind of one thing I thought interesting. He looks like have thinking something behind about this fighting, and then have to show the clear hierarchy of who is the king or something like that. And one thing I want to ask you guys is this is the thing I was talking with my boyfriend, that the weapon of the Kong looks like the Godzilla's the back
Right.
What
His
do you
back
guys
fin.
think? Is it the back
Yeah.
fin coming from?
Yeah, I think
or-
so.
Yeah, it's a skeleton from an ancient person or an ancient member of Godzilla's race, which is why it was able to hold that charge in and be like a shield.
Mhm.
So yeah, like they like explicitly they didn't like state it like outright, but that's kind of like I think what the lore behind it is.
Like Godzilla sees the axe and looks at his tail. He's like, "Wait a minute."
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, win.
It's like Monster Hunter where you get to pilfer
Oh,
monster
man.
parts to make weapons.
I am 100% on that Monster Hunter game right now. So when I went to watch the first movie after Godzilla, there's that scene where the military guy's like, "I guess we're Monster Hunters now." I'm like, I guess I will be playing my Monster Hunter game right now.
It's funny.
But yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. I the faces on both Godzilla and Kong. They did a real good job of conveying their emotions, and you really got to think what that giant lizard was thinking.
Right.
Mhm.
I think we got a taste of that in the 2014 one when he was all beat up and he's at the end of the movie and he's just like, "Oh my god, I hate this right now." Like he was just so exhausted and worn out and crawling back into the ocean. I think that's the
Yeah.
only real other emotion that I've ever seen from him.
Like, there's something about like their eyes. Like it's like somehow they make like the most minimal movement with their eyes, but like it speaks in volume. Again, like when Godzilla was on top of Kong, I was like, "Oh man." Like no words are being said. I don't understand any of both of their languages, and yet I understand completely what's happening here. So good for the director and stuff for getting that out there, conveying that emotion.
Yeah, like I like when the little girl told Kong, "Godzilla not enemy." Like basically, like please don't help him. He's like, "Oh my god, I hate this guy." like
Yeah.
he did not want to help. He's like, "All right, but because you asked me, I'm gonna go fight a giant robot that shoots lasers." So,
Right.
So,
He's like, "Are you sure? I can take us somewhere else, and they'll probably figure it out on their own."
right?
now,
We could just leave.
Clark, I have a question for you because you want a model kit for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want him also with the glowing hands? Because he's throwing blue glowing hands every time he was punching like Godzilla.
Yeah, that was cool. That'd be a cool energy effect too. I want to build everything about that. Mechagodzilla looked amazing. He was huge. He was very threatening.
You want to build the city of Hong Kong, of what was once Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Destroy it.
Well,
Hong Kong
I've got a pile of rubble in my backyard. I'm sure that will just same effect.
He could what he could do is he has the boxes already in like a building like stack. He could just like paint them all uniform colors, and it's like he's got Hong Kong there.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how anybody got alive from that, man. Because
Brutal.
like entire buildings were just getting used for like single attacks, and that axe was just getting thrown around. Like everyone was dead.
Like
Everyone's
let's
gone.
see, like Kong slashed Godzilla on the thigh, right? And I was like, "Oh, that must hurt." But then Godzilla threw it, and I'm like, "Okay, this axe is just like free for all at this point."
Right. Oh, one of the comments brought up a good point. Was this actually Mechagodzilla or just like the brain of Ghidorah going nuts? Because they did use King Ghidorah's parts to make this, so
Right. They're also playing Monster Hunter and using parts for weapons.
They got this
I think
skull.
it might have been more. Maybe it's more Ghidorah kind of trying to get back at Godzilla for killing him.
Ghidorah?
Like he's self-aware.
Yeah, there you go. I like the glowing hands too. I mean, I think Bruce Leroy and Shonuff taught me that glowing hands are the greatest thing in the world, and I'll take them whenever I can get them.
Who's the man?
Who's the master? I am. Oh man, that's great.
I think it was New York Comic Con. We saw a Shonuff.
Shonuff, yeah.
Oh my god, he's my favorite cosplayer in the history of all time.
we need Last Dragon figure arts. Make that.
And he totally channeled too. He'd walk around like kiss my Converse. And he was probably like 6'8", so he towered over me, and I'm like, you were born to play this cosplay. It might have even been the guy. Who knows?
String bean, Rick James looking fool. Oh my god.
What about you, Justin? Is Skull Island still your favorite of the four?
Yes, absolutely. Hands down,
John C.
bar none, still my
Reilly.
favorite. Yeah, John C. Reilly just wins it over for me, man. And just even that shot of with the sun being the backlight of Kong and the helicopters are approaching, that's just one of the coolest shots ever in monster movies. I absolutely love that. So I am definitely biased. And I would say that, Kong Skull Island, and then probably Godzilla versus Kong, then King of Monsters in the 2014. That would probably be my order.
Nice. What about you, AJ? Which one is your favorite of the four? Or maybe it's an old Godzilla or Kong film. You can, we'll expand it for you.
I think with the current MonsterVerse versions they have, I think I'm going to go with how Justin said as well. I think Kong Skull Island is just a really good movie. I like seeing all the other different creatures that do exist within the island. You know, like they had that, what is that? I think it was a rhinoceros. I actually don't remember the species, but there was also like the Kraken looking thing too. So, and again, John C. Reilly. So definitely Kong Skull Island first, and then Godzilla vs. Kong. Definitely, because the fights are amazing. And then I'm going to put Godzilla on the back end with, what is it? King of All Monsters ahead of that, yeah.
Nice. There is no wrong answer. For me, I'm a big fan of King of All Monsters, which is ironic since Mechagodzilla is probably my favorite kaiju, and he's in this one, and it's not my favorite, but they're all good. They're all fun. Put on the background, watch entire civilizations be destroyed in like 15 minutes.
Right.
Water buffalo. Thank you, Damon.
just cut in all do like an Edmondson cut where it's just monsters fighting, and they cut out all the humans, so AJ can not have to worry about people unless it's John C. Reilly.
There you go. That's all we want.
The Edmondson cut is only Kyle Chandler, and there is no monsters. It's him talking to his daughter and his wife.
That's a 10-second movie for this last one.
Yeah, for this one, it's not very
Edmondson
long.
Cut.
Yeah, release the Edmondson cut. All it is the Kyle Chandler parts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because he is the best. He's better than Kong and Godzilla. He was Coach Taylor for crying.
If we release the Clark cut, it would just be all the water scenes.
Right.
Which were impactful, as I stated. I remain correct.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was like, "Oh, look at this!" Like, again, if Fran was here on the stream, I would be saying to her, Kong is losing underwater, and he was losing every fight without the help of human interaction. They're like, "We got to help him."
He got one round, and don't forget, I believe last movie though. Remember, I do remember Godzilla on flat on his belly, and humans like, all right, guys, look, we need to set up a nuke because otherwise this little lizard's gonna die. All right, we need to help this man.
Yeah.
So every hero gets help. That's why they're the hero. People love them. They want to help them succeed against insurmountable odds. That's why their story's interesting.
I don't know if Kong won a round. He knocked Godzilla
they
down,
stated it.
and then like 30 seconds later,
Godzilla
Godzilla got.
It wasn't like a complete fight.
These two humans said it's like, oh yeah, this round goes to Kong. I'm like, but did it? Is the fight over?
That was the voice of the writer. Well, Kong won this round. I mean, you can't get any clearer than that. Other than like they could stop the movie and then like the director comes in real quick, guys. I want to clarify that Kong is winning this round. Okay, back to the movie. Like
they need a point system.
That's part of the
they need like the All Valley under 18 karate tournament judges to award points.
How can you win a fight before it's over? Oh yeah, Kong, you won this fight. Oh, but by the way, you're gonna die.
There's tons of ways, but I do remember that had it not been for Kong, we would have one less giant lizard on the planet right now.
There you go.
I can appreciate him for saving Godzilla against his mecha counterpart, not Robo counterpart, the mecha counterpart.
Right.
That was kind of funny. It's a Robo Godzilla. No,
I had stated like Hong Kong was all very nice and pretty with all like the neon signs. I felt like there was so much of the neon signs around, even like the underground of Apex. I'm like, this feels like a laser tag place, but all right, I'll believe it.
I think that's to counter critics saying that the movies were too dark. Like anytime there was like monster fights in the previous movies, it was always either there was snowstorms going on or it was nighttime. It was hard to see. So having these big skyscrapers with awesome lights on could really highlight the venue, as it were. So you were able to see what was going on.
It was a difficult scene to match the lighting, especially on all those rigs.
Right.
Props to the team on animation team for all that.
And really, the true idiots of the film are the Apex security force. Where is there no security in any of these facilities? We got
walk through for so long.
2 teenagers and a conspiracy theorist guy just walking through everywhere.
They were free for so long.
Yeah.
No key cards needed for any doors or any elevators. Oh, you want to go to our secret facility? You just hit the down button and go to the bottom.
It's all inclusive, David. You don't need ID cards.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. No security cameras, no nothing. It's just, come on in.
Yeah.
The water's fine.
Water's dangerous. We've been over this.
Water is incredibly dangerous. Yeah. But so that is Godzilla versus Kong. I think we all enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it yet, it's streaming on HBO Max right now. It is also in theaters. If you're in an area or you are vaccinated, and you feel comfortable going to a movie theater, you can see it on the big screen. I am interested to see what the reaction is for people who watched on the big screen versus watched it at home. I know Justin knows people who saw on the big screen and they just absolutely just were over the moon with it. To a lot more tepid reactions. If you're watching it on your phone, it's probably not nearly as impressive as on a giant screen. So if you're comfortable and you feel safe enough, that might be the way to watch it. But so again, thanks for joining us for this live stream on Godzilla vs. Kong. Make sure to come back tomorrow because there's gonna be some writer stuff. It's gonna be starting super duper early. So before David talks about some of the Writer Week schedule coming up, I see Justin has the contest up there. We are giving away that signed Godzilla vs. Kong poster signed by Adam Wingard, who is the director of the film. Just go to bluefinbrands.com/contest. It's super easy to enter. You can enter daily. Takes just a couple minutes each day, and you can enter. And someone's got to win. Might as well be you. So bluefinbrands.com/contest. And then also, Justin has mentioned the Gundam giveaway extravaganza where we have 25 winners. We will be posting that on the @Bluefin brand social platforms in probably like an hour, within the hour. And if you are on there, we are going to reach out to you via email to get your address where we can ship your crate of Gundam. Like we stated, the first prize winners are going to get 27 Gundam kits, including a perfect grade. So that box is going to be pretty big. So hopefully whoever you're living with doesn't get upset that we're sending you all this stuff. You're going to be like, who's going to do all this?
Second place gets 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third place gets 12, and fourth place gets 7. So there you go.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 first place winners, 2 second place winners, 4 third place winners. I think it's 7 fourth place winners, and then we have a bunch of bonus giveaways because there were so many entrants and we had just so much to give. So we thought only fair to add a couple bonus winners as well. So
yes.
So thanks to everyone who enters all of these contests. It is really, really a great community engagement. We love to be able to give back to you for all that you do for us. So thank you. And with that, Mr. Clark, do you want to talk about Writer Week for a couple seconds?
Yeah, sure. So tomorrow is April 3rd, which is the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. That's a huge milestone. And to celebrate it, we have a week of really cool live streams, some movie premieres. And we heard you guys. If you go to Toei Tokusatsu's YouTube channel, they have the schedule of the movies on there, and they are available worldwide to view. Okay, we heard you guys from the last event. You can all watch it, and the cool thing is this time each movie will be available for a full 24 hours. So if you can't see it at 5 p.m. each day when they start, you'll have a full 24 hours to watch it. So I'm excited about that. We have some cool announcements. We just pre-recorded a panel yesterday that will be showing tomorrow with some friends from ours from Shout Factory. So I'm gonna leave you hanging on that one.
Shout.
And we have a panel that, God willing, is going to happen tonight at midnight. Because if you guys know, Toei is making some announcements over in Japan, and we're supposed to be getting that info really late tonight, and then we're going to do a panel at midnight. So I hope it works out because I'm staying up late tonight. So.
Bless your heart for being the person to stay up.
Yeah, it should be cool. It's gonna be me and a couple of our friends that you see from our normal live streams, but it should be great. And then we were blessed enough to get a really cool interview with a producer from Toei who's worked on a lot of Kamen Rider series. If you guys remember, we did a tweet a while ago asking what would you ask the producer of 01. Well, we tricked you. It wasn't theoretical. It happened. So boom, it's gonna be great. Tune in for that.
Smoke is clear.
See if your question was answered. It's gonna be great. There's so much cool stuff, and we even cover the pop-up shop a little bit. To talk about Kamen Rider SICs there, and we do show some of the Godzilla stuff, like the giant egg thing that we have in the pop-up store. So
cool.
You can tune in and see some of that. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a full schedule, if you go to bluefinbrands.com tomorrow during the actual Writer Week, Aya has created a ton of amazing graphics that show off everything that's going on during the event. There will be, some items for sale and everything. So go to bluefinbrands.com. The homepage should have a Team Rider 50th anniversary takeover, and everything you'd ever want to know about the 50th anniversary of Bluefin Brands will be all right there in an easy, digestible form.
There you go. And if you have no idea what a common writer is, tune into the streams and get educated. They're going to have a lot of subject matter experts on these panels.
Every era.
Yeah, Toei, and again, like Clark said, Toei Tokusatsu World Official on YouTube does have 2 episodes of certain writers on there. So definitely, it's a good taste of what is Kamen Rider, what exactly is in their episodes, what's their story. So you check those out.
There you go. 50 years. That's a lot of homework.
That's right.
A lot.
You want to know what this is, or what this is, or what any of this stuff is? I'm sure you will get your answer if you follow some of the live streams on Rider Week. Obviously, the CSMs and the belts are so much fun, and they're so great, and they make tons of fun noise to entertain those you live with.
They scream at you in Japanese, and it's amazing.
Including the Amazon belt that Justin loves. He's a big Amazon guy.
Yeah. So
That's
that should be fun.
Amazon's great because they all have all these guns, but nobody ever shoots them. they just point them. It's so ridiculous. Oh, love it. Sorry, I'm done.
That's okay. Well, awesome. Well, thanks, David. I'm sure we'll enjoy all of the live streams. There are going to be a ton of them. There's going to be several each day. There's going to be content up the wazoo, as the kids say. It's going to be lit fam, lit AF. So make sure to go to bluefinbrands.com for everything. And during Rider Week, make sure you are following both at Bluefin Brands and at Team Rider US. Both of those accounts will be tweeting very heavily about everything going on during the 50th anniversary, so you don't miss anything. So thanks, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you, AJ, Aya, David, Justin, me. Yay, all of us. We made it. So everyone have a fantastic weekend. Hope to see you all during Rider Week. And we will be back next week for another Bluefin Hangout on Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much.